Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a long awaited video. I want to apologize in advance for this video taking so long, but we are finally going through my full-size perfume collection. So I had done a Victoria's Secret video on some of their body sprays, their spray mist, and it was kind of a rant. I mean, I love the fragrances, but they just did not last long. If you haven't seen that, I will go ahead, link it above so you guys can check that out. And I got a lot of questions and DMs and things of people saying, hey, why don't you show us what your regular perfume collection is? Since you're complaining so much about this other stuff, what you got? Okay, so some of them didn't say it like that, but they were just like, hey, let's see a perfume collection video. And I was like, okay, cool. And I kept meaning to do it, I'm gonna do it, and of course it never happened. So now I am finally ready to show you the collection. You need to go on, grab you a snack, grab you something to drink. Now I will say I do have a Chanel collection. It's small, but you guys know I'm a Chanel girl. And Chanel is a whole nother category than this. We can't mix Chanel with all the other fragrances. Sorry, other fragrances. But right now we're going to get started with this one. I'm not going through a whole bunch of every single note that's in the fragrance. It's going to take too long. For those that I have a video on, I will go ahead and link the video so you can get the more in-depth information that way. So in no particular order, just what I'm grabbing first, we have Turquatic. Now I did a video on this. I will link it above so you guys can see it. But this is a very, of course, aquatic green fragrance. It's a unisex fragrance. I got this from Macy's from the MAC counter last year. You can see there's a little dent in it. Me and my husband are sharing this one, so I had to steal this from hubby's side because he kind of took it over. Lovely fragrance. I'm not that much of a green fragrance person, and I love it. Okay, so let's go to the healthy perfumes. You guys know that I was into the healthy perfumes, the ones that don't have any kind of phthalates and all that bad yucky stuff that regular perfume has in it. So I have two perfumes from La Vanilla. One of them is pure vanilla because you know, if you have watched me for any amount of time, I absolutely adore vanilla fragrances. So this is the pure vanilla, and it is just absolutely beautiful. And secondly, we have Vanilla Summer. Now this one I just purchased, I think it was last month. La Vanilla had a sale, and I wanted to try Vanilla Summer out because I hadn't had a chance to check it out. This is tropical mango, juicy pineapple, and pure Madagascar vanilla. So even in their vanilla fragrances that have other things other than vanilla, the Madagascar vanilla will always be your base note. This you can smell more coconut than pineapple. I was kind of hoping for more of a pineapple note, but it's still really good. While we're on the topic of healthy perfumes, we're going to go right into Lust. I have 3 Lust perfumes. I have Karma. This one is just patchouli all up in your whole entire grill. If you do not like patchouli, this is not for you. I love me some patchouli. I love hippie drippy tree hugger crunchy granola patchouli. That is what this is in a bottle. We also have Lust. Now this one is jasmine all up in your face. There are other notes, but the main note is jasmine, and it is loud. It's gonna last a long time. I haven't used a lot of this. I have to be in the mood for it because, like I said, that jasmine is slapping you all upside your head. And we have Vanillary. Now this one was a disappointment because I love vanilla fragrances, and this one is just like this artificial smelling vanilla. This was not what I thought it was going to be. You see, I have barely used it, and I was just thoroughly disappointed. We have Flora Botanica. Now this is a small one, but I'm still including it because it is a really good amount. It's not a spray, but it is the dropper. So you do get a lot. Even though this looks really tiny, I've had this for a while and I have barely used it. Flowers. Just straight beautiful flowers. This is such a beautiful floral blend. I was really late on the bus to this one. I know this is like a cult favorite, and I had never purchased it. I kept hearing everybody talking about it, so I finally ordered it. I see why everybody loves it. If you love floral scents, this is a must. Versace Eros. I absolutely adore this. The packaging is bananas. Who doesn't love this packaging? The fragrance is just beautiful. I'm not going to even put all the notes of this on here. This is a very sexy fragrance. This is, you are going out for the evening with your girls if you're trying to get noticed by somebody, or with your dude, your husband, boyfriend. This is that get noticed fragrance. That's all I'm going to say. Look at the top. It's Versace. It's everything. Now, you know we cannot have a perfume collection without Viktor and Rolf. Yes. Okay, let's start off with Bon Bon. Packaging. Everything. Look at it. Let me do my Vanna White for you guys. Beautiful. This is a very decadent, gourmand fragrance. It's heavy, but it's heavy in a good way. It's sweet, it's syrupy, it's heavy. It's like Prada candy on steroids, but heavier and sexier. And of course, the one everybody wants and has in their collection, Flower Bomb. You see, I have used this bad boy up. I have about 3 samples of this from one of the sample monthly subscription companies. Flower Bomb is on deck and will always be on deck. Look at the little pin. I mean, attention to detail. You guys know I'm a sucker for that. Flowers. Sweet flowers. Sexy. I have worn this in the daytime. Y'all already know I don't care about what time it is. If I want to wear fragrance, I'm going to wear it. It's sexy. It's flowers. It's wearing on your wedding day. It's wearing on your anniversary. It's wearing to an important gathering, outing. It's just, this is that fragrance that this is the special occasion fragrance. I don't wear this every day. That's why I still have some left. This is what I wear when I'm going to do something special with hubby. It's just that special occasion fragrance. The original Jimmy Choo. Iconic bottle. You see, I have barely used any of this. I've had it for a while. It's loud. It's loud in a good way, but it's kind of that punch you in the face. I'm entering the room. You smell me as I'm coming up the steps outside your house. That is what this is. This reminds me of Alien. Alien, back in the day, Alien, because we all know it's changed. Back in the day, Alien was that fragrance that you put on and you could smell people 2 rooms away come in your direction. That's what this reminds me of. I don't not like it. It's just so loud to me though. And I have to be in the mood to be loud. I'm just not loud like that. Next we have Dolce & Gabbana, The One. This is a very middle of the road. I don't want to say it's boring, but it's just your middle of the road, everyday type of fragrance. You know, you spray this on to go to the store, run some errands, wear it to work. Whatever. You know how you forget you got stuff? Now that I'm looking at it and smelling it, I do need to wear this more. It's a very safe, non-offensive, nice fragrance. And you know we got to bring the sugar. Who doesn't have this in their collection? Pink sugar. This perfume is the thing that room sprays, wax melts, candles are made from. Everyone loves this scent. I don't care how old you are. Everybody has had pink sugar at one point in their life, and this is such a famed fragrance. Sweet cotton candy floating on a marshmallow sugar cloud. That is Pink Sugar by Aquilina. I love it. I will always have it. It's just so yummy. Okay, let's get to VS. You know I got it. Victoria's Secret Bombshell. Now I've done a video on these. I will link it above so you guys can see it. These, of course, do not last long on me. They are wonderful fragrances. This is the original, of course, as you can see in the iconic pink striped bottle. Beautiful, fruity fragrance. It smells amazing. Just don't last long. So then I took a chance and I got Bombshell Seduction, because I was like, okay, this is going to bring some heat. You know, we seducing people, so this got to last long, right? First of all, I thought seduction would mean a kind of dark fragrance, kind of dark, musky. I don't know, but this is a little bit more fruity than I thought. It's not as fruity as the original, but it's still kind of fruity, sheer, musky, and I'm talking like real sheer musk, mostly fruit. Once again, nice fragrance. Doesn't last long. Okay, so now we are going to celebrity fragrance. I'm not a celebrity fragrance girl, but I do love me some Nicki Minaj. So, of course, I have 4 Nicki Minaj fragrances. The first one that I have is Trini Girl right here. This is just tropical fruit on steroids. Super fruity. This is yet another one because I'm not really that tropical fruity type girl. I have to be in the mood to put this on, so that's about where it's at right here. I've used some of it. Definitely a summer fragrance, spring, summertime. This is what you want to go with if you want to smell like you have just this fruit basket on your head and you were just living your best life on the beach. Just a side note on these, I don't know if it's just me or not, but please be careful putting Nicki's head back on her body, because I made the mistake one day of holding it towards me, trying to put the head back on. I misstepped doing this, shot it in my eye. I mean, it was horrible. I was scared to death that I was about to go blind. Thank God I did not. But since that incident, I always remember now to turn it away from me and then put the head on. So if anything happens with this head, it's going to squirt the opposite way instead of on me. Has this happened to you, or is it just me? Next we have Onika. I love this fragrance. You can see I've used a little bit more of Onika than I have Trini Girl. And packaging, some people think it's tacky. I've heard people saying they don't like the bottles, looking at them. They'll turn the bottles around. It's a bottle of perfume. People, come on. But anyway, this is a very, I would say this is sexy, but it's light. It's a light, sexy, sheer fragrance. It's a little more musky to me. It's not as fruity. It's more grown up, more adult. I like this one a lot. I would wear this out on a date night. I mean, it's not going to last that long either, but it's going to last longer than Victoria's Secret. I'll tell you that. Majesty. You know I had to get it. Yes, this is a little one. I think I got it from like a TJ Maxx or something like that. It might have been on clearance. I know it was on sale, and this is right up my alley. This is just like super, just sexy. That's all I could say. It's just a sexy fragrance. But sexy in a good way. Like sexy, I would still wear this to the office. As I put her head back on. I would wear this to the office. I mean, I would wear this to run errands. It's a good everyday scent, but it's still that scent where somebody's going to be like, oh, you smell good. What are you wearing? You knew I had it, right? You knew if I had the regular Majesty, I had to get exotic. So let's check her out. This is along the same lines as the original, of course, but this one is this one, but amped up even more. So this is more sexier. It's not loud at all. I wish I could describe it better. It's just a sexier version of the original. That's all I can give you. But it's still chic. Now let's get going with the Juicy Couture collection. I have Viva La Juicy Noir. First of all, let me say, for anyone on earth that does not know about Juicy Couture, they are known for their not floral, but fruity fragrances. Fruity, sweet fragrances. And this is more of that fruity, sweet, but it's darker. So it's a more darker, kind of full-bodied fragrance. So this is definitely your nighttime going out version of the original Juicy Couture. So let's just go ahead and come on with the original. This is the original Juicy Couture. Everything else is kind of a copy and variation of this fragrance. This isn't as floral as the rest of them. So Juicy kind of gets more floral, kind of fruity in their different variations of the flankers. But the original is kind of more sultry. I'd say it's a sultry fragrance. It's not as fruity. It's not quite as sweet. It's sweet, but it's not sickeningly sweet as some people think some of the other ones are. It's just a really great girly fragrance. Viva La Juicy Gold. This is a very warm fragrance. Warm, sexy fragrance filled with amber. Why did I say amber like that? To me, this is a very warm, fuzzy version of the original. We have Hollywood Royal by Juicy Couture. Now, this one was gifted to me. I was doing work with Luxury Scent Box. It was a subscription fragrance company. I will see if I can find that video. And if I can find it, I will link it above for you. But this one is this isn't really fruity like that. It's not that fruity. It's not that floral. This to me is more of a regular perfumey scent. If I smelt this without knowing it was a Juicy Couture fragrance, I wouldn't know. They kind of went off kilter with the packaging. So to me, it's kind of Juicy Couture-esque. Juicy Couture Rosé. We are fancy with this one. Now, I have never been that rose girl. I think as I've gotten older, I've come to appreciate rose fragrances, but I still don't want that grandma rose. I still want a new, clean, fresh rose, and that is this fragrance. This is the most beautiful, one of the most beautiful rose fragrances I have ever smelled. It's new, it's fresh, it's still sexy. I've worn this to work, I've worn it out, and it's just a really beautiful rose scent. Now, with any of these juicy fragrances, they are not going to last you all day. This is not, I'm going to put this on in the morning, and when I get off work, I'm still going to smell like this. No, it's not. I'll probably give it maybe 4 hours for any Juicy Couture fragrance, but you're going to enjoy the 4 hours that you have it on. I'll say that. And once again, the attention to detail. I mean, look at the little rosé bottle with the little bling in it. Stop. And the last one that I picked up was Juicy Couture Sucré. So this, as you can already see by the name of it, by the look of it, This is going to be sweetness overload. So it's the bottle of the perfume sitting in the cupcake with icing cascading down. It's still in Juicy Couture wardrobe fashion. This is very sweet. It's sweet. It doesn't really smell bakery, but it's sweet. It's everything we love Juicy Couture for. It is sweet. It's kind of loud, but it's not going to last that long loud. But when you first put this on, you will be noticed. So sadly, this is the last Juicy Couture that I purchased. I don't have Oi. I don't have any more that came out since this one. So for all my Juicy Couture lovers, let me know below if you purchased any of the new Juicy Couture fragrances and what your thoughts are. So there we have it. That's my collection. I feel like I have perfume stuck in my nose now. I feel like I'm tasting sweetness. One of those just got all up in my nostrils. So let me know if you have any of the fragrances that you've seen, how you like them, and what's your favorite from what you've seen today. So as promised, I will come back and do a Chanel collection perfume video. It's not a lot, but they are some good ones. So thanks for watching. As always, please remember to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.